Hi, today we've been baking Bannock Bread cheese steak sandwiches. I'm G and this is Big Grizzly Outdoors. Well, really disappointing. I've just arrived at what I thought was quite a secluded campsite, right out of the way, and I've just arrived and this is what I found. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's still smouldering. And the problem that you have in these woods is that the ground is very peaty. So basically what can happen is if you put a fire directly onto the ground, then it can be sucked into the peat and can then travel and ignite somewhere else. As you can see, this is either last night or I don't know, maybe they've been here today, but this is just disgraceful, and this is what gives wild camping a bad name. I'm totally gutted. I'm gonna have to put this fire out. What is wrong with people? I'm just at a loss. I'm totally gutted, totally gutted. Hey ho, well I'm going to put this fire out and try and move on and find somewhere else. Yeah, what can you do? Hi, welcome. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. If you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. Today we're going to have a go at baking bannock bread in a 750ml pot on the Twig stove. This is either going to be one of my greatest successes or a fabulous disaster. So what you're going to need is your bannock bread mix. In here I've got 100 grams of strong white flour, 2 teaspoons of sugar and half a teaspoon of baking powder. You're going to need your 750ml pot. This is a titanium one, and also a small grill that you can insert into your pot so you can use it as an oven. You're going to require a lid and also a safety pin, and we'll get to see how that comes into play a bit later. I'm also going to add into mine a nice bit of steak and some cheese. So let's get going. First of all, what we want to do is to give our mix a good mix up, the dry mix in the bag. Just make sure that all the baking powder, the sugar and the flour are all mixed up as they should do. Now the trick with this is not to add too much water and to add a little at a time. The great thing about these Ziploc bags is that you can do it and you can leave off quite a lot of the mess until the end. with that, just zip it back. I always leave a little bit open just to let the air get through, and we continue to mix. We're trying to get to the consistency of like a ball of Play-Doh. Make sure you work it all into the corners, and just keep gradually adding the water. Let's get a bit more in there. What you don't want to do is have too much water in there. You just keep mixing that until you can almost roll it up into a ball in the bag. Okay, so we're probably at that stage now where we need to get our hands in there, and this is where it gets a bit messy. So this is where you find out whether you put too much water in. Just get mixing it around again, get into all the corners, get every bit of flour that's in there. Peel it in. That's it. It's not the easiest thing to do when you're out in the thing, but that's all we got. So there we are. It isn't too bad. Just keep kneading it. Once you've started to work it into a ball, you can put it in there and mop up some of the loose flour that's in the bottom. Like so. That's it. There we go. Keep kneading. One of the hardest things here is keeping it in your hands, because once you drop it on the floor you're going to have all the creatures of the forest floor in your bread. But this is what we're looking for. Just keep folding it in, folding it in. Now this is just to make kind of one roll, so if you want to make any more, 2 rolls, then just double up the mixture. So I think we're almost there. I think it's time to light the stove. Give the bread a bit more of a knead again. Get it to the size of a rectangle, at the same size as the grill. Try and keep it the same thickness all the way. Done that, the pot, the grill, slide in your bread. Sometimes it's easier probably to take the grill out, put it on, and then slide it in. Then take your lid, put that on, and take your paper clip and clip the lid on. They're making it more of an oven. There you go, like so. Now it's time to put it on. Now you probably want to leave that on for about half an hour. Just to run over that recipe again, that was for the bannock bread, 100 grams of strong white flour, 2 teaspoons of sugar and half a teaspoon of baking powder. I'll put all of that in the description underneath, and leave me a comment, let me know if you're going to give it a go. Okay, well that's the bannock bread out. It's not too bad. It caught a little bit on the side of the mug, but I can quite easily just cut that bit off, so that's not a problem. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. Let's get the steak on. Oh yeah, flame grilled. Okay, let's put this bad boy together. Oh yeah. Well, what can I say? Bannock bread, cheese and steak sandwiches. Awesome. We'll definitely have to do those again. They turned out really good. I was well chuffed with that. Well, it's that time of the night and I'm going to turn in. I shall see you all in the morning. Well, good morning. What a night that was. So, with the upset of having to find another camp spot yesterday, it took me another hour, but found this really lovely place, proper in the thick of it, pretty remote as well, really good. The Bannock Bread went really well, so tick that one off. But last night, schoolboy error, I fell asleep. Just laying, using my my Bergen as a pillow. So I woke up freezing cold, probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. So I hadn't set up my sleep system. So what I did was I just pulled my bivvy bag out and just thought, well, I'll just get into that because it's huge, it's an army surplus one. So I didn't even take my boots off, just got into that, got my head down. Probably woke up an hour later, absolutely shivering, proper cold. So in the dark, had to pull out my sleeping bag, put that in the bivvy bag and get in there. But once I'd done that, I was roasty toasty and dropped right back off to sleep again. So this morning, got up, made a brew. I'm going to drink this, pack the kit away and get the hell out of Dodge. Well, it's that time again, the lonely walk out. I had a really good night. I think I've achieved quite a lot. It's improved my confidence a bit more as well. So yeah, all good. Really nice part of the forest this as well. So it was nice to come and try somewhere different. As always, you know, please subscribe, please tick the notification bell and then all notifications, and then you'll get to see all the videos when they drop. Just like to thank everyone that's given me loads of really good feedback, loads of advice. The bushcraft wild camping community is just awesome. You don't feel like an amateur because people just give you loads of advice. I can't recommend it highly enough. So on that note, I'll sign off. Everyone be safe, and I'll catch you next week.